to the rally party. People going to look at some meme coins. There's this guy named CryptoGains on YouTube. If you haven't heard of him, he goes over meme coins, different AI coins, and a bunch of coins he thinks are going to do good in 2026 and beyond to the next bull market. I want to go over some of his meme coins, just in case he hasn't went over them in a while. I will go over them, do some TA real quick. First one I'm going to look at is POLYWOG. I know it's not Wednesday, but it's close enough to Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my
Alright, it is almost Wednesday, my dudes. So going ahead and look at POLYWOG's TA. You can see it's starting to move up. We have from this top to this bottom. The 618786 was in this zone right here. Use it as support. Now we're bouncing higher. First resistance levels at 0.786 at 0.0004006 and 618 at 0.0003704. We get through these levels. Right now we're trying to get through 382. Get through these levels. We're heading up to the 1.236 at 0.0004813 and 1.618 at 0.0005498. So that is POLYWOG. Used resistance as support, and we are going higher. Looking at Biddy, the Bitcoin mascot, from this top down to this bottom. Biddy has come into the support zone at 618 at 0.000882 and the 786 at 0.000806. Use as support, trying to bounce higher. So let's see if we can bounce higher to these higher levels. I can go ahead and check those real quick. So if that's the bottom, from this top to this bottom. Reverse the fib real quick. Reverse. 618786. 618.001057. 76.001172. If we get through that, we're heading up to 1.236 at 0.001339 and the 1.618 at 0.001550. So use this support. Let's see if we can get through resistances. LMAO. So we're looking at laugh my ass off. You can see we've come down, and these were support areas from the low down here to the high up here. So we're currently using the 618 as support. If we are to go higher, so you have the resistance up here at 0.786 at 0.0002257 and 618 at 0.0002001. So we're currently holding support at the 786 right here, and we do not want to get under the zero line at 0.0001059. So we want to stay above this level so we can move higher. So watch out for that level. And we can go, we can find the lower levels, so I'll just go from that high and zoom in real quick to this low where we're at. And reverse the fib. From that high to that low. And we'll be back into the zone down here at the 1.236 at 4095 and the 1618 at 407728. So back into this consolidation zone. So let's hold the current zone and move higher to the levels we talked about. OINK from this high down to this low right here. 618 is at 0.405474 and 76 at 0.405177. So currently coming down, trying to use this as support. Break through that, going to 1.236 at 0.404381 and 1618 at 0.403705. You can see that's the all-time low down here, so we'll be to new lows. If we don't use this as support and we break this low and it's not a double bottom, we're looking for lower levels. So let's hopefully this holds and we bounce and move higher. Looking at Solboy. So I had from this top down to this bottom, currently almost a double bottom. If we break this low at 0.001381, coming down to 1.236 at 0.001246 and then 1.618, 0.001028. So let's see, hopefully we hold this level. Roll safe. You can see from this top down to this bottom, broke through this 618.76 and came down into these zones down here. 1.236 at 0.002962 and 1.618 at 0.402333. Hopefully we hold this zone and bounce and start moving higher. $1 million airdrop or $1 million challenge. $1 million, yeah, mad. $1 million challenge. Go look at the fib levels. As you can see from this top to this bottom, we bounced at issues of the 786.618. Hit a resistance zone up here at the 1.236. And now we're starting to come back down. If we come down, we use this as support and then bounce higher. So support 0.76, 0.409108, and 618 at 0.408067. So hopefully consolidate, bounce, and move higher. FU, middle fingered cat, currently from this high down to this low. We're starting to come back down. 618 support levels at 0.403077, 76.402876. So hopefully come down, find support, and we bounce higher. Dot. It is just a dot. So from this high down to this low, came through the 618.76, and now we're back up in using it as resistance. Hopefully we can get through it and go higher, not lower levels. So we want to get through 618 at 0.401926, 76 at 0.401791, lower levels 0.401431, and 1.618 at 0.401124. So hopefully we can get through this resistance area and hit higher. So we'll see what happens with that. And we have PUP. This is dog and sock. And we had from this high down to this low where we bounced, resistance levels at 76, 0.302679, 618 at 0.302418. So we keep using that as resistance. Right now, we'll look for support and go from this top, from that top to this bottom, reverse the fib, reverse the fib. So we're trying to hold, which is trying to hold right now. 618.786. You can see it's using it as support. The 618 at 0.301961, 786 at 0.301739. So we want to hold this level of support. If not, coming down to these lower levels down there. But let's see what happens and see if we hold and then bounce up to these higher levels up here. So that is all I have right now. Don't forget, not financial advice. Please like and subscribe. And if you haven't seen CryptoGains, go ahead and just find them on YouTube. But other than that, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.